Good morning. I'd like to welcome you back into Morning Moments with Jesus once again. Hope you had a great day yesterday and ready for a productive and wonderful day today. This morning the Lord gathers us together and begins to speak to us about learning how to trust Him. Learning how to trust the Lord is pivotal in our Christian walk. And in Psalms 106, particularly in verse 7 through 11, the psalmist here is speaking about the lack of trust in the Lord that the Israelites had at a particular moment in their life. In verse number 7 it says, "Our fathers understood not the works in Egypt. They remembered not the multitude of thy mercies, but provoked you at the sea, even at the Red Sea." Now listen to verse 8. "Nevertheless he saved them for his name's sake, that he might make his mighty power to be known. He rebuked the Red Sea also, and it dried up. So he led them through the depths as through the wilderness. And he saved them from the hand of him that hated them, and redeemed them from the hand of the enemy. And the waters covered their enemy, and there was not one of them left." See, of all the messages that could be preached or heard and all the devotions that could be listened to, none of them will ever help us if we do not trust the Lord. There is no way for change to ever come into a person's life unless they first learn to take God at His word. See, it's important to understand how God works on our behalf. Also to remember the mercy that God has shown you over the span of your life. Reflect on that this morning. And although you may complain sometimes and you may question Him sometimes, He still saves you anyway. Not only your soul for eternity, but He saves you from things every day that you may not even know about. See, the Egyptians are classic examples to not only new converts but older believers as well. For this psalm refers to the famous Red Sea time in their life. And if we're honest this morning, we all have these moments when we must decide if we are going to trust God with His plan and His word. There are some beautiful chances here to really trust the Lord and watch His power at work. It's a truth that we all face problems, but all of them can teach us something about ourselves and about the wonderful power and protection of the Lord. See, one thing I noticed about this Red Sea experience that the Israelites had is, first and foremost, they had a problem in front of them, and that was the Red Sea. But I want you to understand this morning that it was God who led them to it. And if God led them to it, as we often say, He also had the power to lead them through it. It represents a testing of their faith in God because they had a problem with what was in front of them. This morning, I'm asking you if you have a problem of something that's in front of you, something that's an obstacle. Well, every obstacle should be a place in our lives where we get excited to see how God is going to get us through this time. I want to leave you this morning by letting you know that they not only had a problem in front of them, but they also had a promise in front of them. Listen to Exodus 3, verse 7 and 8. "And the Lord said, I have surely seen the afflictions of my people which are in Egypt, and I have heard their cry by reason of their taskmaster, for I know their sorrows." Now listen to verse 8 again. "I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them out of that land into a good land and a large land, unto a land that flows with milk and honey." God had made them a promise when He told Moses, "I'm coming down, I'm going to deliver them, and I'm going to bring them into a good land that I call the Promised Land." Listen to me this morning. No matter what lies before you, no matter how big or how scary it seems, God has made you a promise. He promised them Canaan, and Canaan is what they got. He promised you His protection and His ability to bring you through every Red Sea experience in your life, and He will do that. Because Jesus Christ has bought every Red Sea in your life, and He will bring you through it. But you got to learn how to trust God. So today I speak that blessing over you, that in every way and every day you'll learn more and more how to trust the Lord. After all, it's His plan. It's His world. We're just living through it. And all we have to do is trust Him, because He's brought you this far. He's not about to leave you now. You be safe, you be strong, and you be blessed. Be a person today that says, I may not understand what's in front of me, but I know this. I trust the Lord. Lord's will, we'll see you back here again tomorrow. Do your best to spend your morning moments with Jesus. He will give you fresh revelation every day. You have a great day.